What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today, we have some explosive political gist that you just have to see to believe. What happens when a major political party, the PDP, seems to be breaking up with a current powerful member while trying to get back with an ex who has become a superstar? I'm talking about Nyesom Wike and Peter Obi, a top official of the People's Democratic Party, went on Arise News and was shockingly candid about how the party views these two political giants. In a nutshell, he basically called one a golden asset they desperately want back, and other, well, a major burden. You heard that. Okay, let's watch this clip and then we'll break down the massive implication of what he said. So sit back and take a watch.
Situation.
You mentioned that you were cautioning Peter Obi to be careful about the coalition. I mean, there have been rumors going around that the PDP is trying to woo him back. Is that a fact?
Yes, it's our product. We want to get him back indeed, and because he's a very, very, great capital for any political party. The truth of the matter, if he had not gone the way he did in the last, dispensation and proved that metal to be able to generate over 6 million, in spite of the rigging and the frustration of his chances in many of the states. Peter Obi is truly a political capital, no doubt about it, and every political party that will have the opportunity of getting him, it will be to their advantage. And certainly PDP is not losing that effort. We are also making that effort in the belief that in the fullness of time we might get him, and it will add more to the chances of PDP.
And what about Nyesom Wike? Is he an asset or is he a drag on the PDP at the moment? I mean, he's straddling two parties, isn't he? Well, essentially.
That's right. The last time I checked, he's still a member of the PDP. He hasn't come out to denounce his membership, and even if it's coming with some disadvantage, like many have observed.
What kind of disadvantage?
A lot of persons will say that he is also another Albatross, to PDP.
So the PDP would be better off if he packed his bags and left, basically. That's what I'm inferring from what you're saying.
Probably, because to be honest with you, those who stand against the chances of the PDP or have been doing things that will not promote the interests of the PDP are not necessarily within the PDP. And as a party, anyone who will constitute clog on its wheel of progress is better out of the PDP. So the PDP will get itself together and be able to bring back that, democratic hope for Nigerians yet again. So certainly if Nyesom Wike is not going to be to the advantage of the PDP, which many argue, then he can also bid PDP farewell so that he stand wherever he is and do his bid. But certainly the PDP will not have one person, and there's not a single person that has that capacity to put PDP to shame. Whatever they must have done, we previously had a committee in place, which we're still reviewing, to deal with those dissenting voices, those who have taken another decision and have done things that will amount to anti-party. And Wike is said to be one of them for the number of petitions we have received.
So why don't you just fire him? Expel him from the party?
Once the committee comes up with its recommendation in that light, certainly there will be no stopping us from doing so. We would get rid of them all.
Right. But I mean, it is the PDP, and you speak very confidently and very authoritatively, and I have to say very impressively.
Thank you.
I mean, for a party that many people believe is on its knees, I mean, is there any reflection taking place within because these are kind of bravado words that we're hearing from you. I mean, are you guys sitting back and really, reflecting on what is happening to the party, with Atiku, for example? I mean, that's just one person. The fact that virtually all the founding fathers and the original members are going or are gone, and so many people have lost faith in the party. I mean, one of the reasons Atiku gave for leaving is that the party has diverged from its foundational principles. That was the same thing that people like Emeka Ihedioha has said. That's the same thing that Dele Momodu said, who has just left as well, and a whole slew of others. I mean, they can't all be wrong. And I mean, according to Atiku's spokesman Paul Ibe, some PDP party members were now working openly with the ruling APC party. And this is one of the reasons that Atiku left. And you have to give it to him in terms of the potential credence of what he's saying if you guys are allowing Nyesom Wike to remain in the party and is openly saying he's going to work to bring, President Tinubu back? I mean, is that what is happening in the PDP, that they're openly working with the APC, or do you think that...
Wow. So, you don't often hear a party publicity secretary be that blunt on national television. Let's break down this into two parts. So, the golden boy and the albatross. First, Peter Obi, the language used is so telling. Our product, great capital. We want to get him back. This is the sound of a party that has seen the election results, counted the 6 million plus votes Peter Obi pulled, and realized they let a winning lottery ticket walk out of the door. They see the obedient movement not as a fluke, but as a political force they desperately need. But let's be real. Is this a realistic dream for the PDP? Peter Obi built his entire 2023 campaign on being an alternative to the two established parties, the APC and the PDP. For him to go back to the PDP will be seen by many of his supporters as a monumental betrayal. It will shatter the very foundation of the movement he built. The PDP wants the vote, but can they get the man without destroying the brand that generates those votes? I doubt it. Now, let's talk about the Albatross. That is Nyesom Wike. Can you imagine that? So let's see what an Albatross is. An Albatross is a seabed, but in literature, it's a metaphor for a heavy burden you can't get rid of. And that is what Wike is. Wike a heavy burden when you no fit get rid of. You don't you can't remove him. Let's go ahead. And that's exactly how the PDP official described Wike. He literally agreed with the interviewer's suggestion that the PDP would be better off if Wike just left. This confirms what we all suspected. Wike, while still technically a PDP member, is serving as a minister in the rival APC government. So he is playing for both teams. If they play for this team, if they play for Arsenal, if they play for Chelsea. Okay. And it's causing chaos and confusion within the PDP. The official statement is the party's way of publicly signaling their immense frustration. They are essentially saying, we can't kick you out because you are powerful, but please do us a favor. Just waka, leave us alone. Gawa, leave us alone, Wike. We don't know how to chase you, but leave us alone. That is what they are basically saying. He even mentioned that the party is reviewing petitions of anti-party activity. That's the official process. They are building a case to either suspend or expel him. But is it possible? He go say, now he get the party, so they go anywhere. And this interview is part of setting the public narrative for that move. Okay? So what's the big picture here? The PDP is in the middle of a soul-searching crisis. They are looking towards 2027 and trying to figure out who is on their team. They are caught between chasing the new, exciting political energy of Peter Obi and trying to untangle themselves from the old, complicated power of Nyesom Wike. This is a tale of two politicians from the PDP's perspective. The one that got away and became a superstar, and the one that stayed and became a massive headache. The party future may very well depend on how they navigate these two situations. It is a high-stake game of political chess, and the board is being set for 2027 right now. The PDP is making it clear they want a reunion with Obi and a divorce from Wike. But what do you guys think? Is the PDP just dreaming by thinking Obi would ever come back? Obi no be Atiku. And what's the end game for Nyesom Wike? Is he going to finally leave the PDP, or will he continue to be their resident albatross? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your perspectives, and I'll reply as many as I can. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist and make sure you ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.